tracing circles in the steam on the glass, watching the ghost of our memories pass. The hallway's a canyon, the bedroom's a tomb. I'm suffocating in the silk of this room. I keep the TV on just to hear a human tone, but it only highlights how I'm sitting here alone. My pride was a tower that I built up so high. Now I'm just looking at the rubble, wondering why. It's the weight of the water before the dam breaks. It's the shivering fever of all my mistakes. I'm wide open now, no armor, no shield, just a wounded heart in an empty field. Oh, it's a deep kind of ache, a slow burning pain, like a desert that's finally forgotten the rain. I'm longing for a touch that isn't coming back, falling through the cracks of everything I lack. The piano is weeping, the strings pull me down. I'm the only one left in this ghost haunted town. I'm vulnerable, broken, and shivering blue, searching for the pieces I lost inside of you. I walk past the cafe where we first fell in line. The air smelled like cinnamon and vintage red wine. I almost reached out for your hand in the cold. Then I felt the shadow of the story we told. Broken promises are scattered like glass on the floor. I don't even know what I'm fighting here for. I'm a record that's skipping on a beautiful line, trying to convince myself that I'm due to fight. Is it hurting in the city? Is it quiet in your head? Are you sleeping on the side that was mine in our bed? I'm screaming in the silence until my lungs give way. I'm begging for the strength just to make it through the day. It's a deep kind of ache, the slow burning pain, like a desert that's finally forgotten rain. I'm longing for a touch that isn't coming back, falling through the cracks of everything I like. The piano is weeping, the strings pull me down. I'm the only one left in this ghost haunted town. I'm vulnerable, broken, and shivering blue, searching for the pieces I lost inside of you. One more night, one more breath, just the cinematic sound of a quiet death. I miss you, God, I miss you. Porch light flickers in a rhythm of its own. A tired warning to a house that's overgrown. I'm sitting in the hallway where the floorboard used to creak, underneath the weight of all the words we couldn't speak. Now the dust is settling on the pictures in the hall. and I'm just a shadow leaning back against the wall. 3 a.m. is a hollow kind of blue, the canvas made of everything I didn't say to you. The air is getting thinner with every passing day. I'm watching the colors of us slowly wash away. Ooh, these empty nights are longer than the years. I'm drowning in a silence that's been seasoned by my tears. It's a slow motion fading like a sun behind the clouds. A lonely kind of quiet that's getting far too loud. We're just two different stories with the same tragic end, watching the lover turn back into a friend. I found your old sweater at the bottom of the bed. It smells like a memory I should've left for dead. I tried to call your number just to hear your voice machine, but I realize I don't know who you are or where you've been. The space you left is wider than an ocean in between. The us we used to be is a ghost I've never seen. Is it easier to go, or is it harder just to stay? When you stand at a fire that is turned to ash and gray, yeah, it's all just ash and gray. On these empty nights are longer than the years. I'm drowning in a silence that's been seasoned by my tears. Just a slow motion fading like a sun behind the clouds. A lonely kind of quiet that's getting far too loud. We're just two different stories with the same tragic end, watching the lover turn back into a The light is gone, the room is cold, the story's over, and I'm just getting old. Fading, I still haven't moved your coat from the back of the chair. It feels like a crime to admit that you're not there. The clock on the wall has stopped at 4:15. The exact same minute I heard you close the door. I'm walking on eggshells in a house made of glass, waiting for the weight of the shadow to pass. I keep checking my phone for a ghost of a sign, but the silence is the only thing I can still call mine. And they say that the healing is just a matter of time, but every hour feels like a mountain I have to climb. I'm replaying the tape, searching for the exact spot where the always we promised became the forgot. Now I'm just a broken heart in a wide open room, trying to find a way to breathe inside this gloom. It's a deep kind of storytelling, written in scars, a lonely conversation with the indifferent stars. You took the oxygen and left me the cold. Now I'm holding on to a story, it's already been told. Yet it's a slow dance with sorrow, a quiet, heavy blue, just the echo of the person I used to be with you. I walked past your bench and I didn't sit down. I felt like a stranger in my own hometown. Every song on the radio sounds like a lie, a 3-minute promise to love doesn't die. I'm tracing the cracks in the ceiling above, calculating the cost of this lopsided love. I gave you the keys to every secret I kept. Now I'm just a secret that you've outgrown and left. Did you pack up the laughter? Did you throw out the light? Do you sleep through the silence in the middle of the night? Or do you feel the vibration of this face that's behind the colors? You're the only phantom that's haunting my mind. I'm screaming in whispers, I'm falling in slow motion, drowning in the middle of this dry, empty ocean. I'm just a broken heart in a wide open room, trying to find a way to breathe inside this gloom. It's a deep kind of storyteller, witness star, a lonely conversation with the indifferent stars. You took the oxygen and left me the cold. Now I'm holding on to a story, it's already been told. Yeah, it's a slow dance with sorrow, a quiet, heavy blues. It's the echo of the person I used to be with you. The light is fading, the story is done. I'm just a shadow of what we begun. One more chord, then silence. I found your handwritten note in a jacket, tucked in a pocket I hadn't used in a year. It's funny how ink stays so perfectly anchored, while everything else just starts to disappear. The kitchen is bathed in that late August amber. The shadows are long and the floorboards are cold. I'm still playing back every word I remember, watching our story grow dusty and old. And I wonder if you're seeing the same moon tonight, or if you've forgotten the way we would hide from the light. The silence is heavy, a suitcase I can't seem to close. I'm still treading water where the river froze. Now I'm just a witness to a love that's gone still, a house on the cliffside, a ghost on the hill. The violins crying for things we can't mend, for the beautiful start and the bitter cold end. I'm drowning in nostalgia, a deep indigo blue, in a world that keeps turning without any you. We'll walk past the park where we carved out our names, but the bark has gone over and covered the frames. It's like the earth is trying to heal from our touch. Maybe we just asked for a little too much. I'm tracing the map of the scars on my heart, trying to find where the odds fall apart. If I could go back to the night of the rain, before every I love you was seasoned with pain, I'd hold my breath until the clocks all stood still. But time is a hunter, it moves in for the kill. I'm just a witness to a love that's gone still, a house on the cliffside, a ghost on the hill. The violins crying for things we can't mend, for the beautiful start and the bitter cold end. I'm drowning in nostalgia, a deep indigo glue, in a world that keeps turning without any you. Softly now, the veils are thinning, the song's at the end, but I'm still at the beginning of missing you. And the shadows are the only ones talking around this kitchen table where your ghost is still walking, staring at the ceiling, trying to find a reason why. The moon looks like a hole that was cut out of the sky. I left your hoodie on the radiator just to feel the heat, but it don't hit the same as the rhythm of your heartbeat. I'm a record with a warp, I'm a song that's lost its soul, trying to find the pieces of a heart you made whole. And I hate that I'm still checking for your name on my phone, knowing that together turned to being here alone. It's a heavy vibration, a low frequency ache. How much of this pressure is a man supposed to take? 'Cause I'm drowning in the velvet of the soul, burn blue, just a vulnerable shadow it's all I have left. Taking every memory with a shaky, shallow breath. Yeah, it's a sad R&B kind of night in my head, wishing I could take back every word that I said. It's a beautiful tragedy, rhythm and the bruise. I'm just a soul with nothing left to lose. I walk past the spot where we first fell in deep. Now it's just a corner where the lonely people sleep. I see your silhouette in the steel in my tea. Everything reminds me of who we used to be. I try to find a melody that didn't sound like hey, but it's hard to hear the music through the rhythm of the rain. I gave you the keys to the powers I used to hide. Now I'm just an empty house with nobody inside. Is it easier for you to wake up in the light? Do you ever feel the sugar in the middle of the night? I'm reaching for the air, screaming in a hum, searching for the lover that I've now become numb to. Numb to. I'm tired in a velvet of smoke, burn blue, just a vulnerable shadow of the man who lived for you. Silence, 'cause it's all I have left. Taking every memory with a shaky, shallow breath. That it's a sad R&B kind of night in my head, wishing I could take back every word that I said. It's a beautiful tragedy, a rhythm and a bruise. I'm just a soul with nothing left to lose. Just a soft piano and a heart that's out of time. I'm still yours, even if you aren't mine. When they're so full. The streetlights are bleeding through the rainy glass, watching the ghosts of our better days pass. I'm sitting on the edge of a bed made for two, trying to find a version of me that isn't you. The air in this room is static and thick. The silence is a needle and the clock is the tick of a bomb that went off about a month ago, leaving me with nowhere left to go. And I'm reaching for the phone just to see your name, and I remember that nothing's the same. It's a hollow vibration, a low frequency blue, just the echo of the things I used to say to you. It's a soulful kind of sorrow, a heavy kind of heart, watching a masterpiece just fall apart, with a soft piano humming and the pads in the sky. I'm learning the rhythm of a long goodbye. I'm drowning in the velvet of this empty space, searching for the light I used to find in your face. Yeah, the soul is shivering, the mood is deep. I'm keeping all the promises you didn't keep. I walked past the record shop on 4th and Main. The melody we loved started playing in the rain. I had to catch my breath, had to lean against the wall, because the height of the love before alarm would fall. I'm tracing the memories like scars on my skin, wondering where they always started wearing thin. I gave you the keys to every secret I held. Now I'm just a story don't ever be told. Is it quiet in your head? Is it easy to breathe? Did you pack up the yours when you decided to leave? I'm screaming in a whisper, I'm crying in a home, looking for the person that I'm now to solve. I caught a sorrow, a heavy kind of heart, watching the masterpiece just fall apart with a soft piano humming and the past in the sky. All night and the rhythm of a long goodbye. I'm drowning in the velvet of this silty space, searching for the light I used to find in your face. Yeah, my soul is shivering, the moon is deep. I'm keeping no promises you didn't keep. It's 2026 and the world's still turning. But inside this room, the fire's still burning. Undisturbed, intimate, glue. I'm still lost in the thought of you. I still buy the 2-for-1 at the corner store, and I remember I don't need the extra anymore. The house is exactly the way that you left it, like a museum of a life that we both just excited. I'm walking on the side of the bed that was mine, trying to convince the walls that I'm doing fine, that the air is too heavy and the hallway's too long, and every ticking clock sounds like a funeral song. And I reach for the light, but I'm scared of the glow, 'cause it shows me the spaces where you used to go. It's a slow motion crash that I can't seem to flee, the ghost of the person you were next to me. Now I'm just a witness to the end of the world, watching every promise we made get unfurled. It's a heartbreaking rhythm, a hollow point ache. How many more breaths is a spirit supposed to take? I'm screaming in whispers to an empty room, tearing into a garden that'll never ever bloom. God, it's a lonely kind of gravity pulling me down. I'm the only one left in this two-person town. I saw your sister at the park yesterday. She looked at me like she didn't know what to say. So she looked at her shoes and she walked a bit faster, like I was the wreckage of a natural disaster. I'm tracing the map of the scars on my skin, wonder where they always begin to within. Was it the night in the kitchen, or the day in the rain? When did the love start to feel just like pain? They say that the healing is just a line on a graph, but they don't see the way that I break in half. Every time I hear a car door slam in the street, and my heart starts to race for a person I'll never meet again. Oh, never again. Now I'm just a witness to the end of the world, watching every promise we made get unfurled. It's a heartbreaking rhythm, a hollow point ache. How many more breaths is a spirit supposed to take? I'm screaming in whispers to an empty room, tearing into a garden that'll never days are getting colder, the light is getting dim. I'm learning to breathe without the shadow of him. It's just quiet now. The record's spinning around, but the song has changed its key. I'm sitting in the glow of a ghost to a memory. The tea is getting cold, but I'm too tired to move. I'm just trying to find the pocket of a long lost grove. I see you in the steam of a city rainy street. I hear your rhythm in the process of the people that I meet. We were a symphony of velvet-covered soul. Now I'm just a fragment trying to be a whole. And I'm looking at the Polaroids, the colors starting to fade, at the beautiful mess of the promises we made. It's a bittersweet nectar, it's a heavy kind of wine, drank into the version of you that was mine. Oh, it's a soulful heartbreak, a deep and steady ache. How much of this longing is a human heart supposed to take? With a one piano humming and a violin's refrain, I'm slow dancing with the shadow of your name. Nostalgia is a teacher that I never wanted to know, teaching me the art of how to finally let you go. But the melody is haunting and the room is far too still. If the silence doesn't break me, the memory is real. I walked past the theater where we watched the black and white. The marquee was broken, just a flicker in the night. I remember how you'd hum when you didn't know the words, the sweetest kind of music that I ever heard. Now I'm reading our old letters like a scripture on a page, just a lonely lion pacing in a bull-beast cage. I gave you all my light and you gave me the dark. Now I'm shivering in the ashes of a dying spark. Does the wind blow colder where you're standing now? Do you ever think of us and wonder why and how? I'm reflecting on the pieces, I'm reflecting on the cracks. I'm the one-way train on a rusted overdrive. I'm calling out your name to an empty open home, waiting for an answer that'll never, ever fall. It's a soulful heartbreak, a deep and steady ache. How much of this longing is a human heart supposed to take? With a warm piano humming and a violin's refrain, I'm slow dancing with the shadow of your name. Nostalgia is a teacher that I never wanted to know, teaching me the art of how to finally let you go. But the melody is haunting, every room is quite too stiff. The silence doesn't break me, coffee's cold and the house is far too still. I'm staring at the dust upon the windowsill. I found a letter that I meant to send last June, but now I'm just a shadow in an empty room. I keep the porch light on like you're coming home, but I'm just learning how to be this alone. I'm tracing circles in the spaces where you stood. I changed the ending if I only thought I could, and I'm replaying every word I shouldn't have said, turning over every note inside my head. The silence is a mountain that I have to climb while I'm running out of breath and running out of time. Oh, it's a heavy kind of lonely, a sharp kind of regret. I'm haunted by the versions of us I haven't lost yet. With a weeping violin and a hollow piano key, I'm painting a masterpiece of who we used to be. The pain is a river that's starting to overflow. I'm holding on to ghosts because I can't let go. Yeah, I'm drowning in the what ifs and what should have been, waiting for the healing to finally begin. I walk past our bench in the park today. The leaves were turning black and the sky was gray. I saw a couple laughing, looking just like we did, before the secrets and the lies were no longer hid. Oh, I regret the pride that I kept like a sheep. Now I'm standing wide open in a frozen field. I miss the way you'd hum when you were half asleep. Now the only thing I have are these secrets I keep. Is it raining while you're warm? Does the air feel thin? Do you feel the shiver underneath your skin? I'm reaching out for hands that aren't there, just grasping at the cold and the empty air. It's a heavy kind of lonely, a sharp kind of regret. I'm haunted by the versions of us I haven't lost yet. With a weeping violin and a hollow piano key, I'm painting a masterpiece of who we used to be. The pain is a river that's starting to overflow. I'm holding on to ghosts because I can't let go. Yeah, I'm drowning in the what ifs and the should have beens, waiting for the healing to finally begin. It's 2026 and the world's moved on, but I'm still standing here waiting for the gone. Just a piano and a violin and a long, slow winter deep within. friends are dancing with a ghost in the room, tracing the patterns of a love and its tone. I'm sitting in the chair where the sunlight used to find us, before we left the best of everything behind us. The kettle is whistling a low, lonely tune under the gaze of a pale afternoon. I'm memorizing shadows on the hardwood floor, waiting for a sound that don't come through the door. And it's funny how the silence is the heaviest thing, how the memory of a summer has a winter cold sting. I'm a frame without a picture, I'm a bird without a wing. Oh, it's a quiet kind of heartbreak, a cinematic blue. I'm just a widescreen version of a man missing you. I'm drowning in the echoes of the always that we said, replaying every movie of us inside of my head. The strings are pulling tight and the piano's weeping low. I'm watching you fade out while I'm stuck in this show. Yeah, it's a long, slow goodbye, and I can't let go. I found your old keychain in the back of the drawer, lit a silver reminder of a life we lived before. I remember the way that the rain hit the grass when we promised each other that the storms would all pass. But the crowds see forever and the light turns to gray, and I want the best version of me walk away. Every street light is a spotlight on an empty stage. I'm a writer staring down at a cold white page. I'm screaming at the credits, I'm reaching for the air, because the silence is a way that I